Hello, welcome to today's lecture. Today we have a message from Lantos announcing this year's Holy Season course. Here is his message. Yes, yes. We approach the sublime days of the Holy Season in this year of the luminous tool of creation, the beloved tool of Tot, the song. This year has graced our realm with the material form of the supreme tool, the tool to enliven the full assembly of the seeds of creation. The song is the tool to expand the material presence of the golden form and develop the glorious awakening of holy vision within our precious masters of eternal light. The Holy Season brings knowledge, sublime knowledge. The course of knowledge in this illustrious year of the song brings forth the teachings of Tot, a journey of the seeds in a sequence of 3 repetitions, 3 cycles. In the first cycle, the layer of elements is illumined. One by one, each seed is described for its elemental values and the resulting strengths and weaknesses generated on the physical layer of life. This cycle considers the values of elemental forces of the seeds and the connections of the physical form emerging as layers of health, physical and non-physical. Each cycle of the journey of the seeds awakens a layer of understanding, a layer of experience. Upon completion of this first cycle of knowledge, our blessed learners may receive a ring. It is a ring of knowledge. This ring signals the awakened state of awareness, awakened to the knowledge of the first cycle. The ring enlivens the elements contained within the cycle. It is initialized in the great central translator, and when worn in combination with the song or the medallion, the ring of the elements balances the influences of the elemental energies as one spins the inner way. When worn with the medallion, the elemental energies of that particular seed are fertilized. The fertilizer allows the strengths to flourish and the segments of weakness to be infused with the rare nutrients, those precious energies found in the subtle layers which uplift the particulars of the elemental realm. The rare energies of the seeds are embedded into the form of the wooden ring of elements. The ring is offered when the blessed student has received the grace of the first cycle of the teachings of Tot. This is the first layer or cycle offered in this holy season of illumination. The first cycle is elemental. The second cycle is a layer of the expressions of the spin keys of creation. This layer contains the great teachings of the characteristic nature of the spin key values in the formation of the seeds. While the initial cycle, the elemental cycle, is viewed in relationship to health and temperament, the second cycle is viewed for its relationship with form, qualities, and characteristics. It is the story of development of life and progress along the path. This cycle is expressed in a story format for the enjoyment and understanding of the learners. Profound knowledge may be expressed in stories. This is the path taken throughout the long history of sages and teachers. In the story, heroes emerge as leaders, and the sequence builds around the dynamics of interaction between the characters. Knowledge unfolds through the expressions and experiences of the characters. Like this, the spin keys engage in dynamic interactions, and this knowledge is brought to light in this story. The second cycle is devoted to expressing the play and display of the spin keys of creation and their dynamic interactions which lead to the structuring of creation itself through the 81 seeds of creation. With the completion of this cycle, the rose ring of knowledge is offered. The rose ring calls to the forces of nature, the luminous beings of creation whose energies and deeds are described in the story of the second cycle. The rose ring calls on the subtle forces of creation, the embodiments of light and energy, the high expressions of the forces of spin, and receives the blessings of these great universal beings. The third cycle is the cycle which will lead us into the new year. This is the cycle of Tot. In this final cycle, we receive the commentary of our beloved master teacher Tot on the seeds of creation. Following the completion of the third cycle of knowledge, our beloved students of the teachings of Tot are blessed with the offer of the golden ring of Tot. Upon this ring, the symbols of Tot are inscribed. One who wears this golden ring carries the treasure of the highest knowledge of creation. History crowns certain treasure troves of knowledge, knowledge of the ancients, knowledge contained in sacred libraries. This ring, the ring of Tot, enlivens the glorious treasure trove of the highest knowledge of creation. The individual adorned with this ring, in combination with the song, in combination with the medallion, generates the supreme whirlpool of energy and knowledge, the essence of the process of creation in material form. It is the symbol of the highest knowledge. Knowledge purifies. The golden ring purifies all layers of existence. This is the ring, combined with the song, to open the doors to holy vision. Very good, very good. As each cycle of knowledge is completed, the associated ring of knowledge is offered. The first cycle of knowledge begins on the first Sunday, opening the holy season. Following this teaching, the wooden ring of knowledge is offered. Then, after 2 weeks, the second cycle is presented. Following this lesson, the rose ring of knowledge is available for the blessed students of eternal light. 2 weeks following the second cycle, the third cycle of the teachings of Tot shall be bestowed. The third cycle shall be presented from the hallowed grounds of the gate of knowledge. After the completion of the teachings of Tot, the golden ring of knowledge shall be offered to the beloved students of Tot. And in this way, our blessed holy season of the year of the song shall come to a close, heralding the rise of the new year, the year of the golden form. Very good, very good. Many blessings. We have a lot of information in this. A lot of information about the Holy Season course, what's going to be offered, the information, but I want to focus just for a second on those final words in this message from Lantos, when he spoke about the close of this year, heralding the rise of a new year, the year of the golden form. You'll recall, at the beginning of this year, Cindy asked Lantos if the golden form was the great star of Genesis, and Lantos said yes. So next year is the year of the golden form, the year of the great star of Genesis. So that's exciting for all of us, for sure. Now, here's the information that Lantos has given us in this message in a way that I can present it easily to you. The first cycle of knowledge. The first course is going to be held Sunday, November 24th. This is the first Sunday of the holy season. Now, these courses will either be given live on YouTube, or they will be presented as premieres, which means that I will record it just before we release it to the public. Then it will be released at a very specific time on that day for everyone to be able to watch at the same time. It is best, not only for you and your experience, but for the world, if we all participate at the same time. But for some of you, that may not be possible. You may be traveling, you may be at work, you may have other engagements that you just can't get around. And so the courses will all be recorded and you will be able to watch it later. That also means that those of you who participate in those courses live will be able to watch the courses afterwards as well. The first cycle, Sunday, November 24th, I'll tell you the time as we approach that date. The second cycle is Sunday, December 8th. The third cycle is Sunday, December 22nd. So November 24th, December 8th, December 22nd. And the rings. Now, these are not rings that you wear on a finger, on your hand. Instead, these rings are worn around your neck, not the ring itself, but on a lanyard. So you would put the lanyard around your neck after having threaded the ring through it. Now, you can wear the ring with or without a song or the medallion. The instructions Lantos has given us so far all contemplate wearing them with the song, with the medallion. The wooden ring of elements will be $125. The rose ring of knowledge will be $285. The golden ring of tote will be $525. Those will become available immediately after the course has been given. So the first one on November 24th, the second one on December 8th, the third one on December 22nd. So what does that mean? You can place an order right now for the rings. If you place an order prior to November 24th, and if you order the golden ring of tote, then you will receive the other two rings for free. You can order the rings individually, though. And so if you want to wait for the first cycle to order the wooden ring, you can do that. If you want to wait for the second cycle to order the rose ring of knowledge, then you can do that. And if you want to wait for the third cycle to order the golden ring of tote, you may certainly do that as well. But if you order the golden ring of tote prior to November 24th, then you receive the other two rings for free. We're doing that because we need to have an idea of how many rings to order for everyone, and having these orders take place within the next week or two tells us how many we need to actually order, especially of the golden ring of tote. What this means is if you place your order prior to November 24th, then we're going to have the ring available to ship out to you immediately following the course. So the wooden ring will ship out to you on the 25th. The rose ring will ship out to you on December 9th, and then the golden ring of tote will ship out on December 23rd. Given that it is the holiday season, I can't guarantee when you'll actually receive those, but I certainly hope that you would be able to receive the golden ring of tote still during this year, and we may, for some of you, need to do overnight shipping in order to guarantee that. But again, if you order prior to November 24th the golden ring of tote, then the other two rings are free. The course itself is going to be free, so you're welcome to participate in the course without buying any of the rings. You'll still receive the knowledge. You can still participate in the course with everyone else, and that will be beneficial. But the rings, that is the pricing for the rings. Okay, everyone. I'll have more information for you in the coming days on this course. Have a great week.